Hey, Sebastian.
Yeah, Noah?
Not a big deal, but would you mind putting the box of peanut butter poofies back in the designated cereal zone after you use them? And making sure the bag's folded so they don't get stale?
Oh, sure. No problem. Also, would you mind bringing the trash barrels up sooner on trash day?
Oh, and day it is right there. Time out. Sometimes, when our friends and family members are upset, they can sometimes do or say things that they wouldn't normally do or say. But instead of expressing those upset feelings directly, they disguise those upset feelings in the form of snippy, oftentimes angry behavior. This behavior is called passive-aggressive.
Passive-aggressive.
Passive-aggressive behavior is typically categorized as negative feelings being expressed in indirect ways. Some common examples are sarcasm, deflection, patronizing language, like when someone wants to make you feel small and they call you honey or kid, being late on purpose, ghosting, backhanded compliments, like when someone says, "Wow, you actually look good today." It's like, "Wow, do I usually look like shit?" Sabotage, silent treatment, and unsolicited comments and advice. Like when my neighbor, Mrs. Romanis, says, "Shouldn't a guy your age be making more money?" And I say, "I didn't ask, Mrs. Romanis. I didn't ask, but thanks." Now, I could be wrong. I'm no doctor, but Sebastian not addressing the box of cereal and instead only asking me to do something unrelated as a response feels like deflection.
Passive-aggressive.
So, what's the best way to deal with this? First off, don't let it get to you. When dealing with passive-aggressive behavior, remember, you can't magically change people. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Every individual is different. Be direct, don't judge, and be clear about how you feel. Now let's try this again. Hey, Sebastian, just curious. May I ask why you just inquired about the trash barrels?
Well, it's mostly that I usually get home later, especially on trash day. And those dog walkers throw their poop in there if they get left out.
Those are valid reasons. I just wasn't sure why it was relevant. I happen to notice that sometimes when I bring up something I'm asking you to do or fix, you then immediately bring up something for me to do or fix. Almost like you're only bringing it up because you're being told to do something. Now, I mean, maybe I'm misreading that. I could be wrong. That's just how it sometimes feels.
I guess you're right. I can see how it might look like that. There was no good reason to bring it up. I guess it kind of felt like, you're going to tell me to do something, now I'm going to tell you to do something. That's childish.
It might be childish, but it's certainly relatable.
Sorry about that, Noah.
No apologies necessary. You know I hate bringing this stuff up. Just want to make sure we're always on the same page about this kind of thing.
We're on the same page there, pal. I appreciate your candor and being upfront and honest, and not being a little bitch about it.
Of course.